Guys, I want to start by saying this is take 2 because I just deleted the video I just took. Here we go again. What's good, people? My name's Meduulla, aka Lulu, aka Marua Ashe, and today we're gonna do a year update since me being on the rap game and 2 years since I decided to start my music career. I asked you guys, as usual, to send me in questions about what you want to know, and as usual, I'm gonna go on my little tangents and tell you stuff that I want you to know anyway as well. So yeah, let's get started. Let's get right into it. What inspired you to start? So I'm assuming that's what inspired me to start music, and I would say so many different things, but partially it was because as I was getting older and I was listening to kind of this new era of rap that was coming out of the States. I would say, like, you know, the Kendrick Lamars, the J. Coles, the Chance the Rappers, the No Names. I was like, wow, like that's literally poetry. And I was doing poetry anyway, and I just wanted to put music behind it, innit? So yeah, that's what made me inspired to do music. Oh, this kind of ties in. So what made you transition from writing poetry to rapping? So like I said, yeah, I was inspired by all of these artists that I was listening to. I was inspired to transition because I felt like as much as poetry will always be my first love, like love, I wouldn't be here without it, and poetry is rap, all of that. But I do feel like when there's music behind it, it does touch people differently, because like some people might not like spoken word, or they might not like reading poetry on a page, but when there's sound and music behind it, I feel like I could count on my fingers like how many people don't listen to music in it. How did you become confident in the transition from poetry to rap? I would say it was definitely like a case of just trying, failing, trying again, getting myself back up, crying, praising myself, being shy, and then being confident, all kind of just practicing. Do you know what I mean? There was no quick formula. There was no, I don't know, YouTube video I could watch to get me confident. As much as people would like to tell you, it's just a case of practicing, putting the work in, and believing for yourself, like, okay, I am sick. Even if for a little bit you're telling yourself that, but it's not necessarily true. Telling yourself that and then making it true, and then getting other people to confirm that that's true, like you are sick. That's how you get your confidence, I think. Because yeah, it's easy to think like, you know, just because you can write or just because you can spit, the thing is, or just because you've got a good voice, you know what I mean? The thing is, rappers they're good at different things, but it's about you becoming confident in the things that you're not good at. Like, I've always been a very good writer, but performance is something that I've only just become confident in. Someone said my hair's incredible. Thank you. I did it myself. How did you know it was the right time to go on the rap game? I didn't. I really didn't. And if anything, if we're doing like right time and wrong time, it's probably the worst time for me to go on, because I was in my final year of uni. I literally ignored all my exams to finish the rap game, which was mad, but like no regrets. And as well, I was just at the beginning of my career, never done anything like it. And it was COVID, like COVID has just hit. So it was the worst time. But my answer to that would be there's no right time for anything. There's just like, you either want it or you don't, innit? And those kind of opportunities don't come around often. So just do it. Literally, just that's what my mentality was. Like, when are you ever going to be ready for that? I feel like it's like having a kid. Like, you're just never going to be ready for that sort of thing, but when it happens, it's a blessing sort of thing. What's your biggest lesson? Trust in yourself, like believe in yourself wholeheartedly, and like don't lose yourself, which is so like cringe and like cliche. It's so easy when you're getting a lot of praise or when you're progressing a lot in what you're doing to forget your core and like to like rely on other people's praise. And once you rely on other people's praise, you're also at the mercy of their criticism as well.
Now listen, that's called motherfucking bars, nigga.
You know what I mean? So do you love what you're doing? Do you enjoy what you're doing? Do you like that track that you just dropped, or are you just making it because it's popular sort of thing? So that's my biggest lesson, because you know yourself in it. Like, don't waver to just go wherever the wind is blowing. You get me? Like, stand firm in what you are. That's what I would say I've learned the most, and like that's when people gravitate towards you the most. Someone said, am I gonna do an amapiano song? No, do you know what? I love amapiano, but would I make a track? I would feature, which could I be working on a feature with a sick Southern African artist. Maybe I could be. Maybe you guys are just gonna have to wait and see if that's happening. But in terms of me myself doing it by myself, no, I wouldn't, even though I love it. And I'm so proud of like Southern African music being at the forefront of Afrobeats for once. I'm just trying to observe and take it in as like as a fan. Do you get me? Because yeah, I'm a fan. What's a misconception that you had that you know now? I'm guessing just about the whole music journey. That it was gonna be like a journey like this. You know what I mean? Just keep going up and up and up, but it's like this. And it's even got like bumps, like I'm not even joking, it's literally a mess. And I actually wouldn't recommend it to anyone unless it's something that you've got like a burning desire to do. Me, I can't function if I don't write. Do you get me? It's just what I do. But if you've got other talents and whatever and you just want to do music because like it looks fun, I don't know if you should be doing it. Oh, do you know what? Another misconception that I had as well is that people in the music industry are your friends. Because it's such a like fun-ish environment, do you know what I mean? Like you'll be going to shows, parties, link ups, all of this stuff. You think that these people are your friends, but they're not. Like they are your peers, they're your colleagues. They are not your mates. That's something that you should just get straight because it can be a weakness. I'll be so real. Strategies that I take when I'm feeling unproductive or not motivated. I'm not gonna lie, like in this past year, I've just been on overdrive, like working too much, I think. I've not been using very healthy methods. I can't lie. I feel like it's good to give yourself time to have a break. It's fine. If you're feeling self-motivated, feel it and don't do anything. Do you know what I mean? Don't beat yourself up about it. I think that's one thing that I wish I was better at. If you don't feel motivated, you're human. And it sounds dumb because like everyone's just always going on about, oh, you know, you've got the same 24 hours as everybody else. Not by force. You're young. I feel like sometimes in the UK, like especially speaking from the UK, it can feel like we have to have all this stuff figured out by a certain age, but we're so young. Like, anyway, I'm young. I don't know about you lot watching this video, but do I speak to anyone on the show? I actually speak to Pocker the most. I don't speak to anyone regularly. But yeah, we just check in on each other and that. But yeah, other than that, not really, no. But then I don't really speak to anyone on socials anymore because I'm just like limiting all my time off my phone because that stuff is toxic. So people want to know when they'll next see me on stage. Well, I did so many shows last month, which was March, and I am all showed out. I'm not even gonna lie. With that being said, let me just stop myself right there because I was about to plug a show at Free Island that I had last night as part of a cabaret, but that is now irrelevant because I took so long to edit this video. However, I will be part of a really exciting festival and I will be performing at this festival, but I'm not going to announce anytime soon. So make sure you follow the socials and stay tuned to know when I'm going to be performing and where I'm going to be performing. But in the meantime, make sure you check out my latest single, Fade to Black. Link is in description. Fade to Black show's over. Got a sign that my time's coming closer. He with the heat received a cold shoulder. That's the bit they never told you. You make moves and make room for lies. Everybody eats a piece of the pie, minus the guy that